Okay. Well, they think my voice is not loud enough. Right, I'm from Georgetown World Heritage Incorporated. We are the state agency for heritage in Penang, but we have a primary focus to manage the UNESCO World Heritage Site. So that takes up most of our work on a day-to-day basis, but all matters relating to heritage do go through our office. Next slide, please. We were asked what are our opinions relating to why is Penang a global city presently. Well, I feel that, for example, the presence of lots of the R&D centers and shared service centers that we currently have here reflects on the innovation and creativeness that we have exhibited so far. We have Citibank here, and a number of the MNCs over in Bandar Lepas also have the R&D centers, either regionally or internationally based in Penang. A number of the global brands also consider Penang as one of their key manufacturing locations. And the port of Penang is also a key transportation hub for the region, for both export and for import. And definitely our integration to the local economy shows that we are basically a small-time global city for the present. Very obviously, we have a very vibrant local culture, and this is something that's sought after by a lot of our international visitors. The global livability standards have also been acknowledged. We are one of the most livable cities of Asia, I think the top 8 most livable city in Asia, and top 4 city in the world to retire in. So I guess that reflects on our livability. The competitiveness for investments too reflect on our attraction for the global community. So with this in mind, how then do we move on to become a global city for tomorrow? Top on our list would be we need to increase the levels of creativity and innovation. But this not necessarily comes from the local population, because obviously it would be a result of change in education and training and so forth, which perhaps Penang doesn't have so much control over. So we would look at increasing levels of creativity and innovation from an infusion of new arrivals to Penang. This, of course, would result in a high number of R&D centers, creative innovation labs of global firms, basically taking us up in the value chain of production. I note that we currently already have numerous programs, incubators and innovators and accelerators that would actually bring this to fruition quite soon. We would also need to improve our livability standards to that of the global standard set, especially in terms of pollution, public transportation and accommodation. Pollution definitely is top of our list, because no matter how high a city achieves in terms of its standards, but a city like Beijing and Shanghai, for example, they are constantly being held back because of levels of pollution. So one thing good about Penang is that we currently already have the Cleaner, Greener, Healthier, Safer Penang program. So we should be on course to meet this if we can. Of course, a global city also needs to have high standards of both governance and maintenance. Governance in terms of the policies that we make, in terms of the infrastructure that we put in place, and definitely maintenance. I think Malaysia is well known to be a country that produces first world standard infrastructure and facilities, but our maintenance definitely has so far been much more to be achieved for it. So the higher standards for governance and maintenance would definitely be required. We would want to have a thriving multicultural international population, basically a meeting point for the world cultures. We can't be a global city without the world coming here, and without having a small slice of the world here. So we would want to have a thriving multicultural population. But in addition to this, we still need to maintain our strong local cultural identity, which is unique, authentic, pulsating, and organic. Dominance of economy and finance nationally and regionally is desired But I think that would come when we have also greater autonomy, both politically and financially. Next. And how GTWHI can assist in taking Penang to becoming the global city of tomorrow. Using the UNESCO and acknowledged outstanding universal values when they inscribed Georgetown as a World Heritage Site, using these OUVs, I guess the maintenance of these OUVs is crucial because these OUVs are already basically standard set for globally, universally acknowledged cities of importance. So the OUVs recognized for Georgetown would be our multiculturalism and our architectural value. So safeguarding our multicultural elements of Georgetown is crucial, as well as managing the conservation, usage, and adaptive reuse of our architectural heritage. Production and management of production or management of all production of new cultural and celebratory products that celebrate our unique and organic local cultural identity is of course important. We already have something like GTF, Georgetown Festival, so we would have to expand and increase on such projects. And of course, the documentation of our history and elements of heritage, and to educate the public in order for them to greatly appreciate it and to ensure its continued relevance to the rest of the world is something that we would definitely look very much into. Right, I've rushed through it. Thank you very much.